Well, there's no time like the present, and now I'm going to be complaining about this. I don't need to explain what the Nintendo Switch 2 is, and I also don't need to explain what a keycard is. But to give you a slight idea on what it's supposed to be, a Switch 2 keycard is unlike a normal game. You already have immediate access to the game you bought, but with a Switch 2 keycard, you do not have immediate access to that game, and you don't really own it. It is the video game equivalent of a real-life contract. If you know how a contract works, eventually, one day that contract will run out, and so for your video game, the same will happen. And from everything we know about the Switch 2, there are no remedies that Nintendo has for this, or any ways of preventing this issue. One day you're gonna lose access to a game that you spent your own money on, and there's nothing you could really do about it. You don't fully own this game, the people you bought it from own the game. You don't. You have a little bit of access to it, but not fully. I think what makes this even worse is that if you have no internet on you, you're screwed and you cannot play this game. Now luckily not every single Switch 2 game is doing this, and hopefully certain developers do not pick up on this idea. I don't want to call people idiots because that's kinda mean, but I want to look through this from the perspective of kids. I don't think some kids are gonna have the idea of what a Nintendo Switch 2 keycard is supposed to be. You know what, I could expect even some adults to be confused on this too. Some kid or their parent are gonna go out with their money and buy a Switch 2 game, or multiple Switch 2 games, and then not realize, oh wait, I'm screwed. And it's a real slap in the face, I feel. I don't know if I'd want to use the word anti-consumer, but it feels that way. I have no idea why you would want to treat one of your customers like this. In around 8 to 9 years, I could see Switch 2 games get returned to GameStops, Walmarts, Best Buys, Targets, cause up to that point, what are you gonna do with those games? You can't play them anymore, so why keep them? If you ever wanted to replay those games, or continuously play them, well, have fun with that for 8 to 9 years. I think the most egregious case of this, and probably the main reason I made this video, is Sonic X Shadow Generations. Actually, that's kind of a lie. That's not the only reason I made this video. This is a game that I really like. It's probably one of my favorite games from last year, but you have to pay for it again, and what's even worse is that it has the stupid keycard aspect. And this sucks because 1, I wanted to have these games in a better quality, and 2, I don't have the greatest capture card out there. And at this point, you're better off buying this game digitally, or any other game on Switch 2 digitally. I'm not against digital games. I don't mind buying my games digitally, but not all of them. I am a physical gamer, and I like buying my video games physically, but if I have to buy some of them digitally, hey, that's fine. But I might have to do that for the majority of games on Switch 2. This is not the only Sega game to add the keycard aspect to it, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Crossworlds does this, but maybe I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna hold my breath if I am wrong. But what can I say about Nintendo Switch 2 keycards? It's a very dumb and stupid idea. It is a contract, but for video games. It's a really bad idea that needed a lot more thought put into it, and I really hate the idea of the keycard. But that's all I have to say about it. Let me know what you think of Switch 2 keycards, and I'll see you guys next time, and bye.